Hey guys, EthDo here, and today I'm back with a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you an adventure map. Not normally something I do on this channel, but this particular map really caught my eye and I thought it was a very good one to show you guys. This is a remake of the Kingdom from Fallen Kingdom, the musical parody by Captain Sparklez. It's a hugely popular video. I would highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Now, in the video, you have a massive castle and there is a big village, and it's basically set around this king's downfall, and this is an attempt at remaking the whole kingdom. Now, it has only been made by one person, and that is by MaxBroGaming. Potentially that could be more people, but I get the impression that Max is one person. So for only a one-person build, this is a very good one. So even though it's not obviously an exact replica, because they don't have the very same file from before, but I think they've done a pretty good job of doing it. So in this video, I'm just going to be showing you around it, showing you the village, the areas, just generally all of the areas that are involved in this build, and really just showing it to you guys. See if you want to download it yourself. Maybe you could play survival on here. When you spawn in initially, you do spawn in survival. Occasionally you spawn halfway through a block, so you have to go into creative and get yourself out. But if you want to play survival on this, you easily could. It's a really nice area to build in. You could literally just try and play the game with your friends, defend the village, whatever you wanted to do. I have got shaders on, as you may well notice. I've done that just because one of the main focuses of this build is the aesthetics. The aesthetics are amazing on this build. The amount of detail that's gone into trying to really replicate the video and the musical parody as best as possible. So I thought the shaders really made that really stand out and hit home how good the aesthetics on this build is. In addition, if you want a really good experience, I would suggest something like this. This is the MoBenz mod I've done a video on before, and it makes your character look all animated, just like the character from the video, and you could, if you wanted to, try and recreate some of your favourite moments from the video in an animated style. So to begin with, we have the initial village. Now the village itself doesn't resemble the actual build in the video too well. The castle does a much better job of that, but there are certain aspects you can definitely see that are in the video. Something like these little villager huts definitely make an appearance throughout the video, and generally just the feeling you get around the village with all the villagers around is a really nice atmosphere. Same sort of thing you get watching the video. There are a lot of villages, nice buildings. The buildings again as well actually quite well resemble those in the video with the cobblestone and wooden style. This one is my personal favourite. It's a converted blacksmiths to add in a wooden half to it, and it has got some interior on it. Now, not all of them do have interiors, which is a shame. I think the builder, I get the impression, preferred the outwards look of buildings rather than the actual interior, because the upper level of the castle is actually empty at the moment. There is a sign saying so potentially that could hint at the fact that it will be added into in the future. This could well be work in progress. There are certainly places that could be added to. So even though the interior of not all the buildings are great, the ones that count really are. The main hallway is fantastic. I'll definitely be showing you that because a lot of effort has been going on into that. So you've generally got the village throughout here. There's a lot of nice buildings. This is a nice area as well. There's a weird building here. I'm not actually sure what this bit is supposed to resemble, but I think this area around here is some kind of, I guess, farming. Potentially there's some crops just around the corner here, which is a nice area. The bridge is another nice aspect. And you go through here. Now this area in here does actually resemble the video very well. Now if you've ever watched it, you'll know that at one point Herobrine releases the monsters through some kind of explosion in this particular area, which is actually a very good replication of it. Even though it's empty, it is actually empty in the video, so this is actually a good remake of it. So you got the prison area here, more buildings as well. This is actually a really nice building as well. There's not too much to the interior, but the exterior is definitely a very nice build. Now as you move through the village, you will eventually find yourself at the castle. Now the castle is an excellent build. It's definitely my favourite part, and it's good to just walk up in just survival or creative just to get the scale of the building rather than just flying around in creative. It doesn't really do it justice. Now this is definitely my favourite area, and as you see here, it's actually a really good remake of the main area where the king's throne is up here, and there's even got the jester's little chest that's around as well. It would have been a really nice touch if they'd added the armor stand with the helmet which the king actually takes, places it with his crown. That would have been a nice touch. Potentially this build started before 1.8. That could be something, it could be an indication of why that isn't there, because that seems like something that could be easily added but isn't there. So if you wanted to and you loaded this map up, you could add that in yourself if you're playing survival. that would be a great spot to put your armor stand to really, remake this as best as possible. So this area is definitely a very good one, and this is another good area that's been really well replicated. And this is the long corridor from the final scene where the king is trying to flee the kingdom, and it kind of gets blown up. Now, even though this area isn't blown up, you could blow it up yourself, or this is generally before this happens. It's almost like a prequel to the actual video, because everything's all nice at the moment, it's not been destroyed. And this area here is very good at being as accurate to the video as possible. You got the staircase here. These could have been stone slabs that would, or cobblestone slabs, sorry. That would have made it a little bit better. But the wood is a nice touch as well. And this is a very good point. You've got the jump. You can do the backwards jump off of the roof, and you will just land in the water, which is again really hits home the source material in a really nice way there. So this is just a really good build that I thought I would show you guys. The credit is of course to Max Gaming Pro, was it? Let's recheck that. MaxBroGaming. MaxBroGaming is the creator, and the download link for his map will be in the description for you to check out if you would like to be on this world yourself. It is a really nice build and be a great idea for survival, or even just to look around it. As a fan of the video, it is nice to look around and notice points where you've noticed from the original video. It's just generally a good build. If you have enjoyed this video, I would hope that you would please take 1 second to hit the like button below, and thank you for watching.